Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. I'm Kirti Sophia Panachan, and in today's session, we'll be continuing the electronic media radio, and this is part 2. In the previous class, we have already learned about the origin and growth of radio. Moving on to the characteristics of radio as a mass medium. The radio is a powerful mass medium. Unlike other mass media, radio has a lot of advantages, both technical and message-wise, to reach maximum number of people. The first one is radio is a cost-effective medium. Radio sets are not at all a luxury now, unlike olden days when radio sets were not affordable for common people. Advancement of technology made radio production and transmission less expensive. Unlike other media, production format is sound which can be produced at a minimum rate. The second important point is radio is a public medium. Radio can be accessed by any number of people simultaneously without much technical paraphernalia. Anybody can listen to radio as it functions as a background medium. The third is radio is accessible for the illiterates. Literacy is not a prerequisite for listening radio. In developing and underdeveloping countries, it becomes a popular medium because of these characteristics. Majority of the population in those countries is illiterate. They show a special affinity towards radio as they can overcome the deficiency of illiteracy through radio programs. The fourth point is radio is a mobile medium. We can listen to radio while we are moving. As Vivian explained earlier, we can listen to radio while driving car, jogging, walking, or doing any job. Fifth point is radio is a background medium. Speciality of a background medium is that it can be used while doing other jobs. Housewives listen to radio while preparing food in their kitchen. Due to this feature, radio has been now available with home appliances like refrigerator, washing machine, television, etc. as an inbuilt gadget. The sixth point is radio is an audio medium. Being an audio medium, radio is accessible to the visually challenged also. Seventh one is radio needs less energy. Radio consumes very less energy. In that sense, it is an environment-friendly medium. Since there is no need for power supply for operating a radio set, it gains popularity in remote villages even without electricity. The last point is radio is a speedy medium. Radio is the fastest medium as it requires no much time for preparation and transmission of news. Instant live broadcasting with less equipment is possible in radio section. These characteristics extend the scope of radio as a mass medium. Now we'll look into the different types of radio stations. The first one is commercial stations. Stations under this category support themselves financially by selling time on their airwaves to advertisers. In America, vast majority of stations come under this category, whereas in India, Most of the stations are government-funded ones under the umbrella of Akashvani. The second type is non-commercial stations. Non-commercial stations do not receive financial support from advertisers in the sense of airing commercials. They are normally funded by the governments. In some countries, like America, donations from private foundations and organizations are the major source of income of non-commercial stations. Now the third one is AM and FM stations. This category is purely based on the type of waves used for transmitting radio messages. Both AM and FM radio stations transmit a carrier wave that is in some ways changed or modulated to carry audio signal such as music or voice. With AM radio, AM stands for amplitude modulation, the amplitude or strength of the carrier wave's vibration fluctuates with the sound. With FM radio, FM means frequency modulation, the strength of the carrier wave remains constant and instead it is the frequency or number of vibration within the wave that changes based on sound. Moving on to the structure of a radio station. A radio station has 4 distinct divisions under a general manager. The sections are given below. The first one is Management Department. It takes care of the overall administration of the station. It has internal and external administration responsibilities. The department is further divided under Business Manager, Accounting Manager, Human Resource Manager, Public Relations Manager, Promotion Manager, etc. The second one is Programming Department. This is an important component that specially deals with the media-related responsibilities of the station. This can be again segmented as news programs and non-news programs or as news and operations. The third one is Program Director. He or she who is in charge of all works related to program planning, research, production and permitting for transmission is known as a Program Director. There are 2 types of staff under Program Director. The first category include on-air talent, DJs, reporters who are normally not on the regular payroll of the station. They are invited for specific purposes. Some radio stations which focus on news programs appoint reporters on permanent basis. The other category includes Production Director, Music Director, Sports Director, Program Executives who are directly responsible for the production and supervision of the segment allotted to them. The fourth point is Engineering Department. The technical aspect of the station are handled by this department under the supervision of Chief Engineer and Assistant Engineers. The fifth one is Sales Department. It is another important section which monitor and ensure financial flow to the station. The sales department is organized on the basis of the business model followed by the station. Normally, commercial broadcasting stations may have account executive, advertisement managers, and retail sales representatives in the sales department. So this is the structure. We have the general manager and under him we have news director, sales manager, operations, chief engineer and business manager. There are a number of people under each of these subsections, and all these together consist of the structure of a radio station. I hope today's session was fruitful for you all. Keep learning. Thank you so much.